Okay. Now that we got everything kind of started, I'm going to start loosen up some of this top of this skin off of the meat to give us something to grab onto. So I'm just slicing under the skin, getting it off of the meat. So at this point, we're going to lay the knife down and get the pliers. This is where the real work begins. So you get a good hold and start pulling down. You want to have a strong hang, or you're gonna pull it right off. I'm not totally convinced mine's gonna stay up there, but we're gonna give it a shot. Well, you start just grabbing the skin and pulling down. If you start to take some meat with you, try to get under it and pull it off. Okay, we got that started. I'm going to work around to the belly here. That's coming off pretty good. We got some juices coming out here. Been waiting 2 years for a fish like this. The biggest one I've caught so far at Fort Scott is 12-pound channel catfish, and they fight a lot different. They're quite a bit different behavior-wise as well. The channels tend to run a lot more when they get hooked, and tend to just swim a lot more. Where the flathead, they'll take surges, and other times they're just like a rock on the end of the pole. It just doesn't swim a lot, but then they'll go get on a surge and they'll just take it. This guy, when he went on a surge, I couldn't really do much, but just let him take out the drag. Just take line, basically. The channel catfish are more of a scavenger fish, or the flathead, the big ones at least, so it's hard to catch them on anything but live bait. And for that fact, I think is why the meat is usually better. Channel catfish is usually a little bit dirtier tasting. Flathead's usually cleaner meat, more of a white meat. As you can see, I'm just working my way down little by little here. If you want to, you can try and use the knife if you get a place that's holding you up. But good idea to be careful not to pierce the meat or the skin, otherwise you'll make it harder on yourself. Got some seepage. Yeah, part of the belly's wanting to stay with the skin, so I'm gonna do a little slicing here. If your pliers don't work, you can try getting your fingers in there. So here we are down to these bottom fins right here, and we're gonna just cut through the muscle and let them stay with the skin. So I'm just cutting into the belly meat around this ventral fin bone, and you can kind of feel it's like a plate on the fish. Okay, got past the first of it. This fish has got a lot of fat. Got a lot of fat. That's all fat right there. Fish fat is really gross. I'm just going to go ahead and reach in here and pull these guts out. The track going into the stomach from the mouth is basically the esophagus. I'm going to cut it up here, beginning of the stomach. I'll get rid of most of it. Clear things up for us. Okay, so what we have here is the thin plate. I'm going to cut through just the meat. We don't want to cut through the skin again. So we should be able to grab it, pull the skin on down. You probably can't see much at this point. You might be able to see some of this, but I'm just taking the skin on down. Not a whole lot you need to see. It's just a matter of working your way through it. At this point I'm at the tail and just about got the skin off.